I am your instructor Varsha Tak. I welcomes you all to the video tutorial series of the operating system. So let's start our today's series. So at the end of this video, you will be able to learn about the dining philosopher problem. This is also the one of the classical IPC problem. In last lecture, we have discussed about the reader-writer problem. That is also the classical IPC problem. So if in exam, it may be asked like that, explain the classical IPC problem, you should have to explain the dining philosopher problem and reader-writer problem. Okay, so in reader-writer problem, we have seen the different solutions for it. We have seen what are the problems in it, and then we have seen the solution using the semaphore variables. Okay, now here in the dining philosopher problem, this is also the one of the classical IPC problem. We will see how to solve this dining philosopher problem. But before solving it, we should have to understand what is the meaning of the dining philosopher problem. What is the problem in this dining philosopher? Let's see. So here, this image defines the dining philosopher problem. Okay, can you imagine what is that? What is the problem will be there in this dining philosopher? Okay, so let's see. Here, the one dining table is there, and 5 philosophers are sitting. We will just take the examples of the 5. Many more dining philosophers also may be there. Okay, and here you can see each and every philosopher have their own meal. Okay, so here each and every philosopher have the bowl of the meal they have, whether it is a rice or whether it is any meal they are eating. But here you can see they have the chopsticks in between the 2 philosophers. So to eat the meal with the chopsticks, you require 2 chopsticks to eat the meal. Okay, without 2 chopsticks, it is not possible to eat the meal. Okay, to eat the rice or anything, eat the Maggi, noodles, etc. So you required 2 chopsticks. So what will happen here? You see, this philosopher, for example, this green philosopher, the philosopher that have the green in color. So this philosopher want to eat a meal. So what will happen? It required 2 chopsticks with the left hand and with the right hand. So what will happen? If this philosopher will take the 2 chopsticks, so at the same time, suppose this philosopher want to eat the meal. So what will happen? That philosopher only have the 1 chopsticks available, because the right hand side chopstick is used by this philosopher. Okay, so at the same time, this philosopher is doing the 2 things. Either they are thinking or either they are eating. Okay, so now suppose this is eating, this philosopher is eating, and at the same time this philosopher want to eat. So it is not possible. Why? Because only 5 chopsticks are there in between these 5 philosophers. Okay, and each required 2 chopsticks to eat the meal. Okay, so what is the condition? You got it? What I mean to say? Okay, so here what is the critical section? In some examples, it may shown like this. There is a 1 rice of bowl in between. There is only 1 rice of bowl in between this 5 philosophers. Okay, or here I have taken the example that each and every philosopher have their own bowl. Okay, so bowl is not the critical section. Can you imagine what is the critical section? Okay, so what is the critical section here? Here the critical section is the chopsticks. Okay, but here till now we have taken the example of the critical section, that is only 1 critical section. Here 5 different critical sections are there. That means 5 chopsticks are there. Okay, so that 5 chopsticks is what the critical section in this dining philosopher problem. This bowl is not the critical section. Right now we are taking that each philosopher has their own bowl, own meal. So that's why. But here, if the bowl is the single bowl is there in between this philosopher, then also it is not a critical section. Why? Because they can share that bowl. There is no condition on it. They just require 2 chopsticks, that is the condition. So at the same time, they are following the 2 operations, either eating or either thinking. So let's see this problem in detail. Okay, and here just I have taken the example of how to eat with the chopsticks. So here you can see the person required 2 chopsticks to eat the meal. Either using 1 chopstick, it is not possible to eat the meal. So what is the dining philosopher problem? So this is the classical problem of the synchronization, which says that five philosophers are sitting around a circular table and their job is to think and to eat alternatively. Either they can think or either they can eat. Got it? The bowl of the noodles is placed at the center of the table along with the 5 chopsticks. In our example, we are taking that each and every philosopher have their own bowl. For each of the philosopher, to eat a philosopher, it needs both their right and left chopsticks. Okay, both chopsticks philosopher will require to eat. If either of it is not available, then philosopher cannot do the eating. Okay. Now, a philosopher can only eat if the both immediate left and right chopsticks of the philosopher is available. Okay. In the case of both immediate left and right chopsticks of the philosopher are not available, then philosopher puts down their either left or right chopsticks and start thinking again. Okay. So the dining philosopher demonstrates a large class of concurrency control problem. Hence, it is a classical synchronization problem. In last lecture, we have learned about the reader-writer problem. At that time, we have seen there is a lack of concurrency. Okay, we have seen the example. We have seen the disadvantage of that particular reader-writer problem. So, no particular concurrency is there in the reader-writer problem. But here in dining philosopher problem, a proper concurrency should be maintained. So each and every philosopher can get chance to eat and as well as to think. Okay, no any philosopher have to wait for eating for all the time, and no any philosopher have to wait for thinking for all the time. Got it? So, what is the scenario of this dining philosopher problem? So, let's just define it in steps. So, when we are going to implement this, in algorithm, so at that time we have the idea how to implement this problem and what thing we should have to keep in mind to implement this problem. Okay. So, what is the scenario of this dining philosopher problem? Till now we have discussed, so you will have the idea. So, just discussed in a point. So first is what? Five philosophers are sitting at the rounded dining table. Again, I am telling you, we have just taken the example of 5. There are numbers of philosophers may be there, but this is the standard number that we are taking for explaining this example. So 5 philosophers are sitting at the dining table. This is the first condition, that is the first scenario. Second scenario is what? There is a 1 chopsticks between each pair of adjacent philosopher. As you have seen in the figure, there is a 1 chopstick between the adjacent philosopher. So this is the second scenario. Third scenario is what? Philosophers are either thinking or either eating. Philosopher can do just thinking or can do just eating. Both the tasks they cannot do at the same time. Got it? Then fourth one is what? Whenever a philosopher wishes to eat, she first needs to find 2 chopsticks. Okay. So when philosopher want to move from this state thinking to eating, so at that time what she have to do? She have to find the 2 chopsticks from the left side as well as from the right side. If from the left side is available, and if right side is not available, she will put down the chopsticks. Same way, if right side is available, left side is not available, what will happen? She put down the chopsticks from the right side. So from the both the side, the chopstick should be available. Okay, so these are the fourth scenario. First scenario is what? Rounded dining table, 5 philosopher is there. Second is what? In adjacent square there is only one chopsticks, and the two state either thinking or either eating. And if philosopher want to eat, they have to they require two chopsticks. Okay, what is the another scenario? Let's see. Fifth one is what? If the hungry philosopher does not have two chopsticks, one or two of her neighbors already picked up the chopsticks. Okay, so what will happen? She will have to wait until the both chopsticks are available. Okay, so as we have discussed in the last point, if the hungry philosopher does not have two chopsticks, so suppose now one of the philosopher want to eat. So at that time, what she will do? She will try to acquire two chopsticks, but this is not available. So what will happen? She have to wait. Okay. Then when a philosopher finish eating, she puts down both the chopsticks to their original places and resume the thinking. Okay. So now if the philosopher has finished its eating, so what she have to do? She have to put down the chopstick at the same place from where she take. Okay. So any another philosopher, if she want to eat, so she can take. Okay. There is an infinite amount of food on their plate. So they only need to worry about the chopsticks. So what is the meaning of this? That means here the plate is not a critical section. Just critical section is what? That chopsticks. Got it? So these are the scenario that will be there in the dining philosopher problem. Now, which are the conditions when we are implementing this problem? Philosophers are either thinking or either eating. Philosopher just can think or just can eat. Both the work, both the tasks, they cannot implement simultaneously. They do not talk to each other. No one will talk to each other. This is the one condition. Another condition is what? Philosopher can only fetch the chopsticks placed between them and their neighbors. Okay, so if if the chopstick is not available at the adjacent place, no any philosopher can take the chopstick from the opposite side. That is not possible. Okay, so philosopher just can take the chopsticks from the either side. Then philosopher cannot take their neighbor's chopsticks away while they are eating. Okay, so no any philosopher can snatch away the chopsticks from the neighbors because they are performing the eating operations right now. And hopefully no philosopher should starve to that. That means wait over the certain amount of time before she acquires the both chopsticks. Okay, so that means no starvation should be there for the philosopher. So philosopher will get chance to eating as well as she can get chance to thinking also. Okay, so these are the condition. First condition is what? Either thinking or either eating, and they are not allowed to talk to each other. This is the first condition. Second condition is what? Philosophers only fetch the chopsticks to the adjacent neighbors. Okay, from opposite sides they are not allowed to take the chopsticks. Then third one is what? Philosophers cannot take the neighbors chopsticks away while they are eating. And fourth one is what? Hopefully no philosopher should starve to death. Okay, so no starvation should be there for any philosopher. Okay, so these are the condition and we have seen the scenario. Okay, so using this concept we will able to develop the solution for this. Okay, so in this video we have learned that what is the dining philosopher problem, what are the scenario in it, and what are the conditions we have to take in mind when we are implementing this. Okay, so in next lecture we will see the solution to implement this dining philosopher problem. So this is all about this lecture. Remaining interesting topic we will cover in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. Thank you.